Hey guys, it's me, Ra123. 2016 is here, and here's some of the game and tech stuff I'm looking forward to. Mass Effect is back, albeit it's going to be the end of 2016 if it doesn't get delayed. But I couldn't do the video without talking about Mass Effect. So far we know that you're not going to play Shepard in this game, and it's not going to be called Mass Effect 4. It's going to be set in the Andromeda galaxy, and of course the game's going to be called Mass Effect Andromeda. And in terms of the plot, well, we don't really know a lot at the moment. It seems to be so far they confirmed that you can play as a male or a female human, and the game takes long after the events of Mass Effect 3. Now, we don't know how your decisions for Mass Effect 3 will carry over into the Andromeda galaxy, but I'm assuming they're going to make references to Shepard and Mass Effect 3. But one cool thing is there's a new Mako. You remember that from the first game. Now, it looks like we're going to be spending a lot of time in that, apparently. So if that's anything to go by, it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of ground exploring on different planets. Well, I hope so, because I really enjoyed doing that in Mass Effect 1. So, like I said, I'm not really sure if this game is going to come out at the end of this year, but it seems like that's where it's going. It looks like this is going to be the year of VR. Virtual reality. And that would be a pretty cool year to be born in. Hey, Frank, what year were you born? Year of the Dragon, how about you? Oh, well, I was born in the year of VR. I was just doing that thing when people drop mics in a really dramatic fashion. Even though this is not a mic, it's actually Highland Spring sparkling water. Yes, I'm one of those people who drink sparkling water. And while virtual reality is not exactly new, it's probably going to be the first time it'll be a commercial success, as long as they get the price point right. Now let's talk about PlayStation's VR, formerly known as Project Morpheus. Personally, I would have kept Project Morpheus, it just sounds a lot more cooler. I'm just going to go to my room and hang out with Morpheus, as long as he doesn't offer me a blue and red tablet. Ah, what a joker! Now the PlayStation VR apparently is going to have a 5.7-inch display, with a total resolution of 1920 by 1080, which has become basically the standard bearer for most gamers. And that's going to be 960 by 1080 for each eye. And it features 120Hz refresh rate. And it's going to include what you expect, 3D audio with mic and stereo input jacks, and with the tried and trusted HDMI and USB ports. And of course, the great thing about the PlayStation VR, it is plug and play. So you're not going to have to sit there like you are on the PC and worry about specs or compatibility. Now on to Facebook's Oculus Rift. I like how Facebook has so much money, they see something on Kickstarter and go, it's 2 billion, we'll buy that. Why can't they buy my ideas? Now the Oculus Rift is aimed at the PC gaming market, unless Facebook decide to make it a virtual reality social networking device. Now the Oculus Rift being a PC oriented device, it can up the resolution. It's going to have a total resolution of 2160 by 1200, which will accumulate to 1080 by 1200 per eye. It's also going to come with a thing called Oculus Home, which is going to be an interface where you can buy a new game, see the games you have in your current library, and see your friends online. Now you are going to need a pretty decent PC to use Oculus Rift. Now the recommended spec seems to be an i5 4590 paired with a GTX 970 or an AMD 290. And of course the now standard 8GB of RAM. Now of course that is just the recommended specs. I wouldn't be surprised when it comes out to get the best optimal experience, you're probably going to have to push your graphics card a little higher. Me personally at the moment, I just use a 970 EVGA Superclock Edition card. Now if I am going to go buy an Oculus Rift when it comes out, I'm probably going to get myself a slightly better graphics card. I'll probably push the boat and get a 980 Ti. We will see a price drop this year on the 980 Ti's when Nvidia brings out its next generation graphic cards. Probably worth waiting a couple of months after Oculus Rift comes out just to see what people are recommending as the best specs. Uncharted 4 Thief's End is out this year, and the plot seems pretty interesting. It's set 3 years after the events of the last game, and basically Nathan Drake is just retired now of all his, must be millions and millions in worth in gold and fortune. And then his older brother Sam, apparently, who we thought was dead, turns up. And in normal Uncharted fashion, you're going to go around the world searching for pirate treasure. And of course, Uncharted is renowned for its superior graphics over other games on the console. From the gameplay they've showed off already, it looks like Uncharted 4 is going to carry on that trend. And that looks like it's going to be released at the end of April this year. Tom Clancys The Division is finally out this year. A game that's been delayed so many times, I thought it was just a giant hoax by Ubisoft. It appears to be some sort of MMO, open-world, third-person shooter. It's going to be set in New York, where there's been some sort of virus and crisis going on. And it seems like you're going to be sort of left to your own devices in this sort of open-world game where you team up with other players and just do different missions in the area. There's going to be these certain areas which are called dark zones. I don't know why I just did that, it's not that they pretend. Now in these dark zones, apparently you can find loads of high-end loot and you've got to extract it to keep it to your character, but this is also another place where other players can shoot each other, so it's going to be PvP in this area. So you could team up with someone and then have them turn rogue on you. From the footage out there at the moment, the game looks really pretty. But of course, as we all learned from Watch Dogs, never get your hopes up. And that's going to be hitting the PC and both consoles on March 8th. If it doesn't get delayed again by the time I've done this video. But still, The Division is a Tom Clancy game, it is online, it is open world, so that's some good points. Now, a game that a lot of people are really hyped about is No Man's Sky. Now, this is a really interesting game. It's going to be a free-to-explore game that has procedurally generated planets. So one player's experience could be completely different to someone else's experience. Now, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but it's apparently going to be about 18 quintillion planets. That is a big number. And apparently there's going to be different factions in the universe. So it's safe to assume some of your decisions of what you do and where you go is going to affect your relationship with these factions. Being able to trade and upgrade your spaceship and have different relationships with different factions is a pretty cool idea. Now, I know a lot of you might say a lot of these concepts aren't exactly new, but from how the game is shaping up at the moment, from what we know about it, it does seem pretty epic. Now, it's only going to be on the PS4 and PC, apparently, and that should be out in June. Now, this game's already out, but I am looking forward to the DLC for Rainbow Six Siege, which is going to be rolled out all throughout this year. All I know so far by reading on the website is that we're going to get 8 new operators, some maps, some new skins. A lot of this is going to be exclusive for the Season Pass. Like if you get the Season Pass, you get all the operators unlocked straight away, but you can't earn them. It says it takes about 25 hours of gameplay, depending how you play it, and credit to unlock them if you haven't got the Season Pass. But it probably would be worth just getting the Season Pass to get the booster. You get like a permanent renown booster. Some people are going to say it's going to make it unfair, but I don't think it really will. The Season Pass does have its benefits. You'll get everything in exclusive early access a week before anyone else. So it does look like 2016 is shaping up pretty good for Rainbow Six Siege. AMD is finally making some new high-end desktop CPUs. It's been a long time coming for AMD to release some new high-end desktop CPUs, but it looks like we're going to get that under the codename of Zen. And it appears it's going to be a complete overhaul of the current architecture. I'm actually a pretty big fan of the current FX range. It's just getting a bit long in the tooth now. It looks like they're going to focus more on core-per-core performance. The main downfall of AMD's high-end CPUs at the moment has been single-core performance. It's been very slow compared to the Intel counterparts. If you do a lot of things which are single-core orientated, it's not going to perform that well compared to the Intel side. And that's where it's suffered a bit in games. Traditionally, a lot of games don't actually utilize a lot of cores. So an Intel quad-core, which has better individual cores, is going to perform better in a game that utilizes, say, 4 cores compared to AMD's 8 cores, which are individually quite slow. But saying that, I use the current flagship AMD 9590, which a lot of people think is the biggest waste of money ever. And it is hotter than the sun, but it is good for what I do. So here's hoping that AMD's new CPUs can really live up to the hype. But game-wise and tech-wise, things are really shaping up from the start of 2016 all the way to the end and going into year 2017. Now, I am aware I missed out a lot of other games that are coming out this year. Intel has its new CPUs coming out this year, but that was just some of the stuff that I'm looking forward to. So why don't you tell me, what are you looking forward to this year? And did I miss something obvious that's coming out that I really should have spoke about? I will have some more game videos out soon. I am quite obsessed with Rainbow Six Siege, so a lot of my videos seem to be that of late. I'll keep making time to do these little vlogs. If you guys did like the video, give it a like, subscribe to me if you want to see more. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If I really impressed you, send me some candy floss. So as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. 1, 2, 3, out. Okay.